Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with another economic tutorial for another country. That's right, this time it's Australia. You know, the outback and all that good stuff. That's right. As a forewarning, I do want to apologize to everyone. I apologize if my voice is unacceptable today. I am sick and I'm recovering. So if I cough a couple times, don't be surprised if I sound less like my usual annoying self. Also, don't be surprised. So, yeah. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I've dropped interest down to 0% to let inflation kind of grow a little bit. Personal income tax is already at 41%. Let's go ahead and take a look at the budget. Woo! Australia has a bunch of high budget stuffs. So we're going to get this under control. We are basically the tax auditor. And as such, we are going to start bumping shit down. Like research. Research is not important to Australia at this time. Environment is not as important. I really don't care about healthcare. I know it's terrible. But like, when you're in a game focusing on economy, and you're trying to have the most powerful economy, it's actually not in your best interest to max that out. So what we're going to do, though, is we are going to max out tourism, because Australia, excuse me, Australia being such a high stability region, country for this matter, they are actually a really good country to make money with tourism off of. So let's go ahead and kick it into hyperdrive speed of ×4 and see how much our economy is going to be affected. Oh yeah, a lot. We actually need to up this to about 2%. I can already tell inflation is going to grow out of control pretty fast if we don't keep our eyes on it. We have a lot of debt. That's actually the biggest problem that we have as this country, is just a lot of debt. It's not good. Let's raise taxes a bit. We're going to bump it up to about 55%, I think would be a good number. Not too draconian as far as this game goes. And it will keep some of the other stuff in check. It should keep stability still relatively high. We'll let our approval jump up a bit as well. And then we'll move in for the kill. We're actually going to... What else can we bring down? I could bring down education a bit more. Yes. And environment. Yeah, we'll bring that down. Bring that down a little bit more. And bring that down a little bit. So we're lowering those. It's going to bring our approval down. No doubt about it. But that's okay, because everything else is going down. Corruption's going down. Our overall deficit is going down. We're at -6 billion, considering we started out at what, -50 billion. So we're off to a good start. And hopefully over time, because our stability is so high, tourism should grow exponentially with Australia. There's no doubt about that. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and jump taxes up a bit more. We didn't take as much of a hit with taxes as I thought we would take with stability. So, ooh, and it looks like our inflation is growing pretty quickly too. It's not good. It's not good at all. No siree. Well, that's okay. There we go. Now we're actually making a positive balance here. Let's jump our interest up to 10%, just to make sure inflation doesn't get too high. In this game, again, this does not reflect real-world economics necessarily. This is a video game, and the market is a fickle beast for all those who are familiar with economics and all that good stuff. So, this game does a pretty decent job of converting real-world mechanics into a video game, but it does not simulate a real-world economy very effectively. So whatever I do here may not be effective in a real-world economy, so don't perceive it that way, just as a heads up to those newer people. Basically, being a multi-party democracy where you tax your citizens 80% might not be the best thing overall. However, if there's a lot of benefits, maybe it is the best thing overall. But who am I to say? But what's important is that our tourism is rising. Some of our expenses are rising too, but that's because of the higher inflation, which is still rising, which I'm not happy about. I don't like it being anything above 3%, realistically speaking, because then your fixed expenses, in this case, not your fixed expenses, but your regular expenses, which would be your budget sliders, basically, start to grow really, really fast and out of control. As you can see, this has gone up 30 million just in the past. Well, actually, it's technically gone up 130 million in the past 8 months. So, and a lot of that has to do with the higher inflation with 4.7. So, if we want to be able to ensure that we're going to be good in the long run, we don't want that. And we want this, we actually want the tourism itself, the income, to increase faster than the deficit. Which, again, we do have a stability of 78.5%. It's gone down 1% since we started, which sucks, but that should still be more than enough to make money off of it. And damn, it just went up another 14 million. Our income is still increasing, though, so it's not that bad, but I don't know. I'm really nitpicky, especially when it comes to that. And with an interest level of 26.6%, I can't believe this inflation is not dropping. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Realistically, what we need to do, though, is we need to pay off some of our debt. Let's take a look and see what our diplomatic relations are with the rest of the world. Terrible. Nobody likes us. It's crazy. I always thought everybody liked Australia. They got the cool accents and whatnot. You know, the down under thing. Yeah, I couldn't do an accent right now if I tried. Sorry, folks. I know you're just terribly disappointed. But, yeah. So I'm adjusting with some of the sliders there. Upping infrastructure and upping environment. Infrastructure because it increases the human development level. And, which affects these little modifiers here. Unemployment rate below the poverty line, so on and so forth. Per capita. And if we look here, we can see we're well above the world average as far as that goes. So, I mean, really not a bad country. Australia is pretty straightforward. It's a little bit more difficult than, say, the Czech Republic or even Poland, for that matter. It seems like it's a little bit more busy work, deucing around with the modifiers and whatnot. But realistically, if you raise taxes, you'll be fine. Just raise taxes a little bit here and there, and you'll make the money that you need to make. My stability has gone down almost 2% now. But again, that's really not too much of a concern. The main thing that I want to focus on is as long as my approval rating is over 50% and as long as I'm good in the green everywhere else. Hopefully one day tourism will actually be really big. If we give it some time, it probably will be. And over time, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to pay off this debt, which Australia has a lot of debt. It's really strange for a country with an economy that's not that big, I suppose. Then again, there's other countries that have more debt, so I guess it's not all that strange. Yeah, I guess so. Looking around at these other guys, they're not much better off either. Oh, look at Afghanistan making money. Good for them. Good for them. It's because the U.S. hasn't invaded them. And then we have Belgium. Belgium's doing pretty good. Belgium always does good in this game, I've noticed. Even if the database is glitched or something, Belgium will always do better than everyone else. So more power to them, right? Right? We're going to raise our foreign aid a bit more. Pretty much my overall goal here is because I think that, we have so much debt that it seems we're not going to get much done as far as money is, because it's so much. Look at that. We could be making almost $30 billion every quarter, essentially, if we didn't have so much debt. But we have so much debt. Gosh, that sucks. That really sucks. It's going to hamper us. And the fact that Australia doesn't have better relations with the rest of the world is also equally disturbing. What you can do, though, is you can max out your foreign relations. And we're just gonna go all out with environment. Environment actually has less disasters occur, but not only that, but it increases your SpaghettiOs. Our balance went down a little bit more than I thought it would. It's not good, but tourism's raising. That's good. It's good to see that. Very good to see that. I might actually just bring that back down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. We could actually raise taxes a few percentiles, like 1%. That actually might be more than enough. Yeah, that was more than enough. Okay, so we're making a positive balance, and that's all that really matters. And we have maxed out foreign aid so that over time, our diplomatic relations with other countries in the world is going to increase significantly. Yeah, and I mean, this is pretty much a great way to start off as Australia, and just let it grow. Just keep letting it grow. I mean, if you want to be a little bit cheaper about it, you can go to the global tax mod, piss the ever-loving hell out of your country to make a lot of money really fast to pay that debt off, but in the long run, that hurts. That really hurts your economy. So, yeah, we've raised our per capita by 1,000 as well on our citizens. That's great. Look at our balance is slowly increasing, and our inflation's going down. So, yeah, we're doing a great job here, guys. But anyway, if anyone has any questions, feel free to comment and ask me if there's a particular country you'd like me to play. Feel free to request. I do have quite a list of countries to play. I know Serbia is one of them. It's a shame that I can't remember them right now, but I could looking through the comments. Trust me, there's plenty of countries I can play as. So yeah, this has been Commissar Bro. Don't forget, YouTube added in fan funding, so if you want to support your local neighborhood commissar, throw $1 or $2 his way. That helps me get newer games, helps me update the equipment to my channel to make better videos, and I can't wait to get a really awesome camera so that I can actually do some serious stuff with that. But anyway, this has been Commissar Bro, and I hope you all have a great day.